Good afternoon, Dolphin fans, NFL fans. Welcome to another edition of the Fin Sports Podcast. I am your host, Rodrigo, and I'm a little under the weather, but I'm going to get these predictions out for y'all. I just put out my individual Dolphins versus Ravens video where I predicted Dolphins will win the AFC East by a score of 34-28. And you can take that one to the bank. And now let's get rolling for the rest of the NFL as we start to move forward towards getting all the games in the NFL predicted right here for you guys. Let's start off with the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns, who will play tonight. The Cleveland Browns are 7.5-point favorites against the New York Jets. And we are going to take the Cleveland Browns, Jeff's team. We're going to take them with a 7.5-point favorites. I think the Jets are going to struggle to score against that awesome defense by the Browns. And we are expecting them to come back and actually score 24-10. The Joe Flacco train is back on track. Joe Flacco is making it happen over there. And before I get going, I forgot to tell you guys, how did we do last week? All right, so here we go. Let's see how we did last week. So last week, just in case you guys didn't know, we went 9-7 last week. So we went 9-7. We had a decent week, +2. We did pick the Raiders to upset, and I thought that was a pretty good guess on the upset. We did fail on some easy ones like the Colts and the Jags, but Detroit covered, the Bears covered, and then Buffalo did not cover, and I had picked against them with the Chargers. So a lot of good picks. 9-7 is a good way to go, and that puts us to our overall condition of 30-27. So 30-27 is not too bad. And this week we expect to extend that lead with the deck of games going on. There will be some teams that I think will try to lose or not try as hard to win, so they can get a good draft pick. But let's take a look at the games. We already talked about today's game. Let's talk about the next games coming up Saturday. We have another Saturday game, Detroit Lions at the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are going back home with 2 straight losses, and they are going to be favored by 5.5 points to Detroit Lions. And what I will tell you guys is they don't lose that much over there in Dallas. They are perfect. So I'm not going to go against that trend. 5.5 points is a lot of points. But I'm going to take the Cowboys by a touchdown. They're going to win 24-17 against the Lions. So I think they will hold down the Lions. And then as we start off with the Sunday games, you got the New England Patriots are 13-point underdogs against the Buffalo Bills. Give me the 13 points. I'll take the 13 points all day. And I see an upset here, or very close to an upset. You can never count out Bill Belichick. Man, I don't remember the last time the New England Patriots were not favored. They were underdogs by 13 points. That's one of the biggest lines they've had in a long time. Chicago Bears are -3 against the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, man, that's a tough one. It looks like, again, we'll take the Bears on a hot streak, and we'll take the -3 points. And the Bears will win on this one in cold Chicago, 21-14. Next up, Las Vegas Raiders at the Indianapolis Colts. The Raiders are 3.5 point underdogs against the Colts. And I do like Antonio Pierce and his Raiders with the -3.5. I think they'll cover. If they don't win, they'll cover at least. So I'm going to take Indianapolis winning 20-19 with the Las Vegas Raiders covering and perhaps even winning. So next we have the Los Angeles Rams, 5.5 point favorites against the New York Giants. And the Rams have been on a roll. We're going to have Tyrod Taylor for the New York Giants. I like the way the Rams are playing. They are a scary team. I'm going to take the 5.5 points on this one, and I'm going to go with the Rams with a blowout win of 34-20 in New York and spoil Tyrod Taylor's debut. I just don't think they have the defense to stop Matthew Stafford. Philadelphia Eagles -11 at the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to take the points, guys. I know it's tough to say, but Philadelphia has not been playing good, and they have not been covering these spreads. I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals losing, but covering the point spread. I'm going to take Philadelphia winning 30-20 against the Arizona Cardinals. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 2.5 point favorites over the New Orleans Saints. And this is a tough one. We're going to go with my guy. I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the -2.5 against the New Orleans Saints. Baker Mayfield, let's see if he can cook on Sunday. San Francisco 49ers coming off a big loss to the Ravens on a short week, traveling cross country to visit the Washington Commanders. 12.5 point favorites. That's a lot of points. But we will take the San Francisco 49ers in the 12.5 points with a blowout win to recoup their dignity here. And they are going to win 38-14 against the Washington Commanders. Next up, we got the Carolina Panthers at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville getting 6.5 points. Jacksonville has been, I don't know, they're not playing all that great. Carolina, they should be able to cover this. We're going to take Jacksonville and the point spread. We're gonna put Jacksonville 27, Carolina 19 is what we're gonna pick. Miami Dolphins, Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens are getting 3.5 points. We will take the points and the Dolphins, and I'm predicting the Dolphins will win outright, 34-28. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen, on the road in Baltimore. Tennessee Titans at Houston Texans. Houston Texans with a 5.5 point favorites against the Tennessee Titans. I think this is a bit of a trap game. I'm going to take the Titans and the 5.5 points. I think they'll be close. I think they might not win the game, but they will cover. I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans, and they're going to lose 20-17 in the last minute field goal to the Houston Texans. Pittsburgh Steelers at Seattle Seahawks, 3.5 point favorites. We're looking at the 3.5 point underdogs to the Pittsburgh Steelers in Seattle. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks and their 8-7 record. We're gonna take the Seahawks, and we're gonna take them 24-14 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Los Angeles Chargers against the Denver Broncos. Again, it looks like we just benched. Denver just benched Russell Wilson, and they're going to play Stidham. I don't know if they're trying to lose this game or what, but I'll take the Chargers with the 3.5, and I'll take that quarterback stick covering that. And I'm going to say the Chargers will lose 24-21, and Denver will win but not cover the spread. Cincinnati is a 7-point underdog to the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll take the points because Cincinnati will hang around the game. Kansas City might win this, but it won't be by 7 points. I'm taking Cincinnati losing this game 27-24, and we will see that might be an upset altogether. The Chiefs are losing it. They're really falling apart. And then the last couple games I have here the last game I have is going to be Green Bay against the Minnesota Vikings. Both are 7-8. The Vikings are 2-point favorites, and the Packers just let me down all the time, and then they're probably going to end up winning this game. So I'm going to take the Vikings, Sean's team, with the -2, and we'll see what they can do. And I'm predicting the score to be, the score is going to be Vikings in a high-scoring affair, 28-21. And that is my prediction picks for Week 17. If you are interested in hearing more NFL predictions, more Dolphins content, please check me out on the Fin Sports Podcast. We have videos that come out almost daily, and we love to hear from you on the prediction box under in the comment section. Tell me, what is your upset of the week and what is your lock of the week? Look forward to hearing from you guys. And until then, we will see you next week with our predictions. Peace. Be safe. God bless.